Hello, accountability group, and welcome to day 5. Today we are talking about stop, challenge, and choose, and we're talking about temptations and your mindset around temptations. So I know for a lot of you, and I know for a lot of my clients, actually, let's be real. I know for myself, we have a witching hour, an hour of the day where the temptations are so much stronger than any other hour, whether that is the morning for you, whether that's the afternoon going. I used to work in a school, and I know walking into the teacher's lounge around 2 o'clock when I'm feeling like I'm dragging and seeing all the snacks and coffee available was like one of my go-tos. But for me, the witching hour is around 7 o'clock at night when I'm sitting down on the couch. And there's a lot of triggers that happen around that time because our habits are based on the triggers that we have. So old habits would say, you watch TV, you eat popcorn, or you drink a glass of wine, or maybe your family member, like for me, my husband or my daughter, goes into the kitchen and they grab a snack, and I hear the refrigerator door open, and that's a huge trigger. So whatever it is that's tempting you in the moment, we have, and when I say we, I mean Dr. Anderson came up with an amazing tool that we utilize during these times. So when you are having temptations, when triggers are going off and old habits are creeping in, you're going to use a technique called stop, challenge, and choose. And I'm going to just briefly show you how it works and why it works so well. So stop, challenge, and choose is a point where you hear the trigger, or you see the trigger, or maybe you smell the trigger, and you're feeling like you're about to be tempted by something that's going to derail you from your health goals, right? That's what temptations do. They derail us. And so you want to stick to your health goals because you're in fat burn, right? This amazing feeling, and you want to keep going. So what do? Well, there's 3 steps you want to do. The first step is stop. Stopping in the moment and realizing the situation that's going on. If you picture, or I should ask, what do you picture when I say the word stop, right? Most people picture a red stop sign. So when you use stop, challenge, and choose, I actually want you in your head to scream out the words stop. Picture that red stop sign, because that gives your brain enough jolt to kind of stop you in your tracks so you can make a pretty educated decision of whether you're going to go off plan or if you're going to stay on your health goals and your health plan. And first of all, I just want to even say this, we don't call it cheating. We just say we're choosing to eat a food that's not going to help us towards our health goals. Because if we call it cheating, then we're going to think of food as being, or all food that's not on plan is something bad. And that's not necessarily true. Anyways, I digress. Okay, so you say stop. You picture the red stop sign. Take a deep breath. Bring oxygen to your brain so you can rationally think about your next step. The challenge part is challenging yourself. You challenge yourself by asking yourself, is this really what I want to do? Is drinking, for me, it's going to be drinking a glass of wine or eating that hunk of cheese or going for a second bowl of popcorn, right? Is that going to derail me from my health goals, or is it going to push me forward? And if it derails me, is it something that I really want to do? Do I really want to jump out of fat burn for this? Do I really want to um, fight the inflammation I'm going to have the next day because I drank a glass of wine? So challenge your brain to think about what are the consequences of this decision. And that could work both ways. You could challenge yourself by saying, what are the good things that are going to happen if I avoid this? If I don't drink that glass of wine, what's the good that's going to occur? Well, I'm going to stay on my health goals. I'm not going to wake up with a headache and be all inflamed. I'm not going to have that horrible feeling of cotton mouth in the middle of the night. Like, there is a lot of benefits to staying on my health goals. So you're going to challenge yourself. And when you challenge yourself, you are now faced with a choice. Do I get up off the couch? Do I go into the kitchen? Because they open the refrigerator, I'm triggered, I want to open the refrigerator. Or do I choose to stay on my health goals? And you make that choice and you own it. Now, I might even add a little caveat. When you're choosing to either sit on the couch and watch TV or get up and go give into the temptation, right? When you're making that choice, come up with other options in your brain. Because obviously, If it was as easy as avoiding the refrigerator and just not getting up off the couch, we all wouldn't be on this health program to begin with, right? So we know that this is the challenge for us. So when you're choosing, give yourself a couple of options. I could choose to give into the temptations and derail my progress, or I can choose to drink a huge glass of water. Or for me, I could choose to drink a seltzer water with bubbly in it and put it in a fancy glass. Or I could choose to go brush my teeth. Or I could choose to do exercise. So make a choice, but give yourself more options than just sitting on the couch continuing to watch TV and pretending you don't hear the noise going on in the kitchen or whatever it is the trigger that kind of triggered you to begin with. So that's stop, challenge, and choose. Definitely utilize stop, challenge, and choose. In your life book, that's what I was referring to before. If you go into element 4, building a healthy mindset, it goes into a lot more about this, and goes into, how else you can build a healthy mindset and avoid those temptations. So dig into your health, into your life book. But for now, practice stop, challenge, and choose, and leave a comment of maybe when you've implemented this and you were really successful at it and how that felt. So I appreciate you guys. You guys are all doing awesome. Day 5, baby. Let's do this.